It isn't even the holiday season yet, and already traffic flow is getting heavier, especially near malls and other commercial establishments. On Edsa alone, the MMDA says since August, vehicle count is already at 405,000 per day on both north and southbound lanes. That's way more than Edsa's daily capacity of 268,000 vehicles. And we are now joined this morning by MMDA Traffic Chief Bong Nebrija. Good morning, Colonel Bong. Thanks for being here once again.
Good morning, Ria. Thank you for having me.
All right, it's great to have you here. Many questions to ask. So Christmas is fast approaching, and you also have the Southeast Asian Games right around the corner. What does the MMDA have in place to ease traffic?
Well, Ria, actually right now we're focused on addressing the traffic with the upcoming SEA Games. We have 16 event facilities here in Metro Manila and 20 billeting spaces. So there will be a lot of movement of the contingents, not only during the opening and closing ceremonies, but during the whole conduct of the game. So that's why Chairman Danny Lim has already instructed for the issuance of the memo for no day off, no leave, no absent policy during the whole conduct of the SEA Games. That would be from November 30 up to December 11. The opening ceremony, which will be held in the Philippine Arena, in Bulacan, is quite challenging also, not only in that area in Region 3, but also here in Metro Manila, because most of the contingents will be coming from different places, not only in Metro Manila, but coming from the south, which also will be passing to Metro Manila. And so that's why Edsa will be the main artery for all this movement, since it connects the South Luzon Expressway to North Luzon Expressway. And well, I'm just advising everybody that during this period, kindly avoid this main thoroughfare, Edsa, because there will be a lot of stop and go schemes that will be implemented. We will not be closing any roads, that's for sure. But there will be stop and go schemes when these contingents will be passing by.
Okay, when you say stop and go schemes, what does that entail exactly?
Well, if the contingent will be passing by, let's say 5 minutes in an intersection, we will be closing that until it passes, then we will open it again. We will not be closing it for the whole stretch of the day. No, there will be no dedicated lane. There will be no barricaded lanes for them, just like the ASEAN. They will be using the yellow lanes as their primary route.
Okay, so we've said that Edsa has already reached its peak volume. That's 405,000 cars a day on both sides.
That's right.
I mean, this can only get worse with the Southeast Asian Games and with the Christmas rush, right? So how big a volume are we actually expecting this holiday season?
Well, during the holiday season, we expect 15 to 20% influx of vehicles. But with the SEA Games, we know that there will be a lot of people coming in, especially the fans, loved ones of the contingents themselves, the athletes. So we're expecting maybe 5 to 10% more during those periods. So that's why we've been, well, some of the malls on EDSA will be used also as an event place. We have the Mega Mall in, both Mega Mall and Star Mall in Mandaluyong. So that will also be a critical area in this main thoroughfare.
Wow, as if those places aren't traffic enough
yes,
already.
Yes,
right?
That's true. So again, we advise, we will be publishing all these events, the time and the day, so that our kababayans could avoid them during these periods.
All right, we just went through the Undas break. What was the volume, the highest volume recorded during Undas?
We did not do a volume count at that time. So we still stick with the August volume count that we have, which is 405. We do not want to alarm anybody else that we're continuously increasing. We're just, giving a baseball park figure that we will be increasing by 15 to 20%. But then again, hopefully, that's what we do. We expect for the worst, but hope for the best. That once we get through the SEA Games, then that's the time that we'll be shifting to Christmas mode.
Okay, so mauuna muna yung SEA Games.
True.
What about the speed limit, Colonel? On average, ano yung takbo ng mga sasakyan on EDSA?
Well, we're averaging, 19 for private cars and somewhere 11 to 12 in city buses. So it's low, and in the August figure that we had, For cars, the average travel time is 1 hour and 11 minutes. That is from Monumento to Ross Boulevard for the whole day. And for the buses, it's a little bit longer, 1 hour and 58. So that's almost 2 hours for the city buses, the same route.
All right. You know, with the traffic patterns in Manila, can we still predict when are the busiest hours, or is it just traffic all day?
Well, basically, that's what we observe lately, that there's really no more rush hours, so to speak, in Metro Manila, particularly on Edsa. I mean, the volume of vehicles keeps growing, and 268, 268 capacity, 268,000 capacity compared to 405,000. That's really a lot and overflowing per se. And we're trying to manage EDSA as it is because there's really no infrastructure. And we're hoping that MRT could add up more coaches by the end of this year so that we could accommodate more passengers using MRT.
All right, so you mentioned you have to deal with SEA Games first, and then you're going to go into holiday mode.
That's right.
What does going into holiday mode mean for the MMDA?
Well, actually, even before the SEA Games, we will be implementing the adjusted mall hours. By November 11, the mall hours will open at 11 and will close up late. So that's been our policy for the past 3 years, and it's been working for us, at least to mitigate the effect of the influx of vehicles. So aside from that is close coordination with the malls that they should manage their traffic plan as well inside their facility, because any delay in their own facility will mean a spillover to EDSA. So at least if they could help us out in that area, that would be a great help already.
All right, so it really requires everyone's
Yes.
cooperation. Can you say that your agency is doing enough and doing all it can?
Yes, we're doing the best we can with the resources that we have, and with the authority that we have, because we're also limited in that. So, with that, I could say that we are on our toes and doing our best to address this problem.
Yeah, I think you're right. That some people think everything is the MMDA's
Yes.
responsibility,
Yes.
when really it is a very multi-agency
That's
effort
right.
to ease traffic. All right, well, thank you again for being here with us on New Day this morning. Thank you very much, MMDA Traffic Chief Bong Nebriha.